Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Day one of the what is even the name of the tournament at this point? Somebody.
Afro
Afro
Legend Cup.
Arena Championship.
Oh, it's hey,
Um,
I also got it wrong.
when you, when you have Troy as the master of naming things, what a two. But as we can see, we're having our first match between the Crow's Tavern and MDX, and the first round of bans are just about to end. We can see three ROM bans so far, which is quite telling of the current meta. I don't know what the rest of my casters have to say about this one.
So, who's
Hello,
next?
guys. It's
Your
Shan,
team is picking.
and
Different perspectives
currently I'm seeing like
Your
exposed.
in a
team is
Adora ban,
picking.
guys,
Three, two,
and
one.
I think Adora has been lately like dominating. Like, yeah,
That is really good input. So hi guys, it's PMN here. I was just wondering why was Paquito not banned? Paquito and Atlas.
Your
I
team
don't
is
get the
Uh,
picking.
bans.
I can see a lot of interesting picks that have been led through so far. I can see the Marcel, the Atlas, the Paquito. Three picks who are quite dominating in this meta. I don't know whether the bans were just
Your team is
respect
picking.
bans, as we normally see in this scene of ours. But as PMN has duly noted, some very strong picks being led through. I am
Your team
very,
is
very
banned.
ready to see whether they're in the hands of people who can abuse them as such. Very interesting, also noted by Shani, is that there is a Eudora ban now for those of you who have been following with the game. Eudora has had some changes which have made her a menace, to say the least. She basically doesn't play as a mid laner anymore. You can basically build her a little bit tanky, and you have the constant harass, the constant CC, and insane damage. What say the rest of my casters about the current state of this drafting phase?
I would like
Your
to
team
see.
is banning.
Well, I would like to see just an Esmeralda. It could be in jungle because again it can work well against the Paquito. The Mincy pick, however,
Your team is
are
banning.
they trying to deny something? Because there is Paquito, but Paquito is in jungle. So I'm also interested to see what what this Mincy pick will do for the team. And also, at the moment, I don't see anyone that kind of works well with Marcel. There's no projectile. So will we see something like a Granger, a Kimi? What about Shani? What do you think?
Shani, what say you?
I was thinking like if the guy went himself, at least pia
Your
wangeenda na
team
follow up.
is banning.
No zero, like zero follow up currently. Yeah.
Chivalry is dead.
I would like to mention a few things from what PMN has said. Now, something many people may not be privy to when it comes to drafting, especially as I've noticed even in my normal ranking. Heroes like Paquito are very interesting in that they allow you to basically not let the enemy get a read on what you're trying to do in the draft. You find that someone might pick Paquito, and it doesn't exactly telegraph whether this Paquito is going to the jungle, is going to the XP lane. So this Minsita pick is basically being tricked by the Paquito into thinking he's going into experience lane, and that's really good drafting knowledge. As you can see
Your
from
team is
MDX, you
picking.
don't really telegraph exactly what you're trying to do. As for the Marcel, I'd like to think that Marcel is not. I do agree that his biggest strength comes from the team fight potential, the combo of outs. But I think a lot of people highly underestimate just the amount of disturbance, disruption, and even CC that Marcel brings just by existing. And you tend to see a lot of teams getting punished by them primarily focusing on the Marcel ult without realizing that a lot of his strength doesn't necessarily come from the ult. But I do agree that I would have loved to see some more things that would probably have better synergy. Because as we see, Cross Tavern have rounded out their draft with two picks that don't exactly synergize very well with Marcel. But let's see what they do as the draft comes to an end. I'm quite ready to see how this game goes. Mr. Troy Dixon, aka Daddy Prime, has informed us that he is very aware of the technical situation going on with the stream. He is working on it, and he shall have it working very soon. We see the Hanabi pick to close out MDX's lineup. I'm not sure whether this is a pocket pick or is just a pick in response to the, I wouldn't say very heavy CC from Cross Tavern, but I'm just ready to see what this Hanabi is going to unleash in this battlefield as we head into the game. PMN, Shani, what do you have to say about the current drafts?
Currently, I'm seeing like the MDX has more like potential of winning this because they have Paquito right now mwenye anadominate, and Atlas Pia is actually nice pick. And yeah, they have a nice combo right now, honestly. Like, I think I'm going to go on a side MDX for this.
To Mobile Legends.
Like, they're winning the, I think they win.
Till the enemy reaches the
What say
the
you?
lineup.
Smash them.
I'm going to MDX. Sorry.
What does
take.
PMN have to say about this?
I do really like MDX's comp because Atlas kind of works with everyone.
Yeah.
Atlas links can just help, Hanabi set up a gun banner. Paquito can just deal massive damage when they're all grouped up together. And Cecilian and Hanabi at that late game, that late game insurance that even if the early game goes terribly wrong, we can still come back in late game because of these two picks. But for this other team, Cross Tavern, I really don't know how this team is going to work together, but maybe they will, pull something. I believe in that.
All right. It seems as though the current favorite, according to the drafts, would be MDX, which are looking to have a very well-rounded front-to-back comp we're seeing here. I would say both teams are actually playing a front-to-back lineup. However, as duly noted by both my fellow casters, it seems as though MDX has a much more rounded front-to-back lineup. However, I would say don't count out Cross Tavern just yet. My money actually lies on them because I have seen the way these guys play. I think the synergy between heroes, or rather the synergy between players, is just as important as the synergy between heroes. And my money says that Cross Tavern has a better synergy in terms of the players themselves. But I am willing to be correct. I stand to be corrected, as you can see some action going on in the XP lane. And they just gave Cross Tavern a free turtle. I'm not sure what the decision.
Bot lane? Is almost dead.
We have a dead Edith in the bottom lane, and this is just what I was saying earlier when I was talking about the synergy between players. I think MDX have a very strong lineup, but they're not exactly very accustomed to such scenes, and you can see it. Their decision making is very slow. They're not taking the trades. They just give out a free turtle. I'm not sure what or who is making these decisions in the team, but if they keep this up, I think they are going to regret it. As you can see, a team fight happening here, and Paquito picks up himself. That Paquito damage is actually insane. As Shani noted, this hero is bonkers. I don't understand how it's still left in this state, because it is crazy. Okay. So
Yeah.
another announcement from Daddy Troy Dixon, the godfather of the Mobile Legends community. I know there are people shaking in their boots at that name. The game has currently paused because we would like to move the stream to a different platform so that we can have a much more coherent stream. But in the meantime, fellow casters, what can you say about the game so far? Pierman?